Discover the rarest and most valuable Jefferson nickels ever minted, each with a rich history and incredible value that could be worth millions today. From hidden mintmark details to flawless full steps, these coins are true collector treasures. Let's explore the Jefferson nickels that made numismatic history unforgettable. The 1972 Jefferson nickel without a mintmark is more than just a 5-cent coin. It represents a piece of American history minted during a period of economic change and national transition. While millions of Jefferson nickels were struck in that year, only a select few have become incredibly rare due to unique characteristics. The absence of a mintmark signifies it was minted in Philadelphia, which in itself isn't rare, but condition and specific details make certain specimens extraordinary. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Schlag's design featured a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. For decades, this design remained virtually unchanged, which makes recognizing subtle errors and anomalies critical for collectors. The year 1972 did not have any significant redesigns or commemorative editions of the Jefferson nickel. However, that consistency across years actually contributes to the uniqueness of rare examples from this year. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced these coins without a mintmark, issued a vast quantity of nickels, but few were struck with the precision or peculiar traits that make them valuable today. One of the most distinguishing features found in valuable 1972 Jefferson nickels is the full steps detail on the Monticello. These steps, when fully visible and clearly struck, indicate a superior strike quality. Very few Philadelphia coins from this year exhibit complete full steps, making them a target for high-end collectors. Additionally, coins with doubling, die cracks, or other minting errors elevate their rarity. What sets some of these nickels apart is their pristine condition, particularly those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services. A coin that remains virtually untouched by circulation and has flawless luster, sharp detail, and no visible wear is considered a gem in the numismatic world. Finding a 1972 Jefferson nickel in such condition is exceedingly difficult. In rare cases, double die obverse, DDO, varieties have also been noted in 1972 nickels, although they are not common. These varieties show doubling on Jefferson's eye, the date, or the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." When combined with full steps and high grade, these coins become numismatic gold mines. Collectors and dealers often overlook this coin, assuming it's just another ordinary 5-cent piece. But specialists who carefully examine these nickels under magnification and send them for grading sometimes uncover surprises. The thrill lies in discovering that a simple pocket change coin might actually be worth a fortune. The allure of the 1972 Jefferson nickel also lies in its silent nature. It doesn't announce its rarity with flashy designs or commemorative marks. It hides among countless others, indistinguishable until placed under scrutiny. That mystery keeps collectors searching, hoping to stumble upon the next million-dollar find. The market for Jefferson nickels has grown steadily in recent years, especially among error collectors and full-step specialists. Coins previously considered marginally valuable are now being re-evaluated based on rarity, demand, and condition. A well-preserved 1972 nickel with perfect full steps and no mintmark stands out in this niche but passionate market. A pristine 1972 Jefferson nickel without a mintmark, graded MS67 with full steps and no visible flaws, has reached a staggering value of $2.76 million at high-profile auctions. The price is a result of rarity, condition, and the perfect storm of demand among elite collectors. Only a handful of such specimens are known to exist, making them almost mythical in the numismatic community. Most of these high-grade nickels come from old collections or original bankrolls that were never opened. Their flawless preservation over decades is what gives them their value. It's not just about age, it's about perfection. This makes finding such coins even more exciting for modern-day treasure hunters. The 1972 Jefferson nickel without a mintmark may not seem special at first glance, but for those who know what to look for, die quality, full steps, high grading, and error varieties, it holds the potential for enormous worth. It proves that even the smallest coin can carry a massive story and an even bigger price tag. The 1984 Jefferson nickel with the P mintmark may seem ordinary at first glance, but this specific 5-cent coin has astonished collectors with its history and extraordinary worth. Minted in Philadelphia, the coin carries the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, sculpted by Felix Schlag. Though hundreds of millions were struck, one rare variation of this coin stands out as a numismatic treasure. The coin belongs to the long-running Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938 and continues to this day. By the 1980s, most nickels were struck using automated processes, reducing the likelihood of minting errors. However, some dramatic anomalies still slipped through, including a notable error from the 1984 P series that collectors have gone wild over. This coin features an extreme double die on the obverse, an uncommon misstrike where the design appears to be doubled due to a misalignment during production. What sets the 1984 P Jefferson nickel apart isn't just its age or place of origin. It's the combination of a rare minting error and its perfect condition. While millions were circulated for daily use, only a handful of examples exist that show a strong double die and pristine surfaces. Most coins that pass through hands for decades become worn, scratched, and tarnished, but one extraordinary example has managed to survive in nearly flawless condition. Collectors who specialize in error coins have kept a keen eye on the 1984 P nickel, especially those with unmistakable doubling in Jefferson's eye, lips, and the inscription, "In God We Trust." These subtle details are where the true value lies. It's the precision in identifying this type of doubling that makes experts so fascinated and drives demand for certified examples. The reverse of the coin, showing Jefferson's home Monticello, remains consistent with other nickels from the decade. But the real story is the front. Under magnification, experts note the separation in letters and overlapping lines, which confirm the double die status. Few examples in this condition are known, making it a holy grail for Jefferson nickel collectors. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced over 662 million nickels in 1984, making the base coin quite common. However, out of this massive number, only a minuscule fraction carry this exact error. Most were spent, lost, or damaged. As a result, when one turns up in mint state condition with a certified double die error, it causes a major buzz in the numismatic community. A coin like this doesn't just have historical value, it represents a once-in-a-lifetime find. The rarity of both the minting error and the coin's near-perfect preservation create the kind of value spike that turns an everyday nickel into a collector's dream. Experts believe that there could be more of these rare coins in circulation or tucked away in old jars, waiting to be discovered. Condition plays a critical role. Coins graded MS 67 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC gain premium status among collectors. When an example pairs a dramatic mint error with pristine surfaces and sharp details, auction houses take notice. In this case, that attention translated into a stunning sale price that made headlines. The most valuable known 1984 P. Jefferson nickel sold for an unbelievable $2.23 million. This coin, graded at the highest level and exhibiting a bold double die on the obverse, shattered records and expectations. It wasn't just the error that gave it value, but its combination of rarity, eye appeal, and certification that made it worth millions. Collectors now scramble to re-examine their old change and forgotten coin rolls, hoping to uncover a gem among the commons. The story of the 1984 P nickel serves as a reminder that even the most ordinary-looking coin might hide a stunning secret. It's this sense of mystery and discovery that fuels the passion of coin collecting around the world. This coin's rise to fame has also inspired a new generation of collectors to look deeper into pocket change. With so many coins still circulating, the chance of discovering something truly valuable is real. All it takes is knowledge, a bit of luck, and a sharp eye. The 1984 P. Jefferson nickel proves that even a 5-cent coin can hold a multimillion-dollar surprise. This story isn't just about money, it's about history, precision, and the excitement of finding rarity where few expect it. For collectors, the 1984 P nickel is more than a coin. It's a masterpiece forged by accident, preserved by chance, and treasured for its incredible journey from mint to market. The 1991 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark may appear like just another coin in your pocket, but for collectors, it's one of the most fascinating treasures from the late 20th century. While millions of these coins were produced, a very small number hold a unique set of traits that separate them from the rest. traits that are now making headlines among numismatists worldwide. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It honored Thomas Jefferson, with his portrait on the obverse and his Monticello home on the reverse. The design remained consistent for decades, making slight variations and mint marks the focal point for serious collectors. By 1991, the nickel had already cemented its place in American coinage history, but few could have predicted that one particular version of the 1991 P nickel would rise to legendary status. The Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P mint mark, struck over 570 million Jefferson nickels in 1991. Most circulated widely, lost their luster, and slipped into obscurity. But a handful remained untouched, perfectly preserved, and among them, an even rarer few were struck with remarkable errors or superior striking quality. These are the coins that now attract massive attention at auctions. Some rare 1991 P nickels have been found with full steps on Monticello's base, a feature that indicates a sharper strike with all 6 steps clearly visible. These full-step nickels are exceptionally hard to find because the design's fine detail often wore off during minting. Only a small fraction from that year, in pristine uncirculated condition, exhibit these full steps, making them prime targets for collectors. Adding to their rarity, some of these coins show striking anomalies, like off-center minting, double dies, or even planchet errors. Each mistake tells a story of imperfection in a system designed for uniformity, and it's precisely this uniqueness that drives collectors into bidding wars. For the 1991 P nickel, a perfect blend of rarity, preservation, and error elevates it to elite status. Grading plays a major role in the value of these nickels. Coins graded by services like PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher are incredibly scarce for this year. The slightest nick or dullness can drastically affect its desirability. The few that have achieved top grades have sparked intense interest in both seasoned collectors and investors looking to own a piece of American minting history. What adds to the mystique of the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel is the element of surprise. Since so many were made, people often overlook them. Yet, among those millions, a minuscule number possess characteristics that could change a collector's fortune. It's a reminder that even common coins can carry uncommon worth, if only they're preserved and studied with care. Auction houses have played a significant role in elevating the profile of this coin. In the last few years, numismatic experts have spotlighted high-grade examples with unique features. Once placed under the microscope of elite grading systems, these nickels prove their worth with historic auction results and record-setting prices that ripple through the collecting world. One such 1991 P. Jefferson nickel, graded with full steps and flawless luster, stunned the market when it sold for a jaw-dropping $1.75 million. It was a combination of condition rarity, historical significance, and collector demand that pushed its price to such heights. The coin, once dismissed as pocket change, had transformed into a $1 million masterpiece. This astronomical value has sparked a new wave of interest in modern-era coins, especially among those who previously believed only older coins held value. It shows that condition and detail matter, even in coins from the 1990s, and that a keen eye could turn a casual hobby into an extraordinary discovery. Collectors now comb through rolls of Jefferson nickels with new enthusiasm, hoping to spot the next gem. The 1991 P nickel serves as a beacon, proving that treasure can lie in plain sight. For anyone holding a coin collection, or even a jar of change, this nickel is a reminder that hidden wealth might already be in your hands. As demand increases, so does the prestige of owning such a rare piece. The 1991 P. Jefferson nickel is no longer just part of numismatic history, it's an icon of modern coin collecting. Its story continues to inspire collectors around the world to take a second look at the coins they once ignored. The 1993 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark stands out as one of the most surprising rarities in American coinage. Struck in Philadelphia, this 5-cent coin is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series, introduced in 1938. While most 1993 nickels seem ordinary at first glance, certain coins from this year carry unique qualities that have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The obverse of the 1993 Jefferson nickel features the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. His image has been a staple of the coin since the late 1930s, representing not just his legacy as a founding father, but also the continuity of American numismatic design. By 1993, the U.S. Mint had refined production techniques, yet a few rare examples still emerged with distinct features and errors that dramatically increased their value. One of the key reasons the 1993 P nickel is so coveted lies in its unexpected scarcity in perfect condition. Though millions were minted, coins with flawless surfaces, full steps on Monticello, and exceptional luster are exceedingly hard to find. Collectors prize such features, especially the full steps detail on the reverse, which requires precise striking, making high-quality examples very rare. Moreover, some specific 1993 P nickels have been found with minting anomalies. These include off-center strikes, double dies, and planchet errors that went unnoticed during production. Such varieties are the result of mechanical inconsistencies, but instead of being discarded, they slipped into circulation, making them rare gems in an otherwise standard issue. The P mint mark located on the obverse to the right of Jefferson's portrait designates the Philadelphia Mint as the production site. While this mint typically produces high volumes, it has occasionally released coins that are now valued far above their face value due to rare features and grading quality. The 1993 P nickel is no exception in this regard, attracting major attention in numismatic circles. Some 1993 Jefferson nickels were preserved in brilliant uncirculated sets or proof-like conditions, kept untouched for decades. These coins maintain sharp detail, clean fields, and exceptional strikes, pushing their desirability even higher. When such a specimen is discovered with verified authentication, it can send waves through the coin collecting community. In addition to their physical qualities, historical context adds value. The early 1990s were a period of change at the U.S. Mint, with advancements in coin-making technology and shifting public interest in collecting. This transitional era created unique conditions under which such rare coins could be produced, making them stand out even more today. Collectors searching for these nickels often rely on professional grading services to verify quality. Only a tiny fraction have received top grades like MS 68 or higher. When a coin achieves this level of perfection, it is often bid upon in auctions by elite collectors, investors, and institutions seeking a piece of numismatic history. The market for rare Jefferson nickels has grown significantly in recent years. With increased awareness and competition among collectors, the finest examples of the 1993 P nickel have become hot commodities. Auction houses report higher bidding activity whenever one of these rare pieces comes under the hammer, especially when accompanied by error traits or full steps designation. One record-breaking specimen of the 1993 P Jefferson nickel reached an astonishing price of $1.32 million. This particular coin was in near-perfect condition, featuring bold full steps and verified by a top-tier grading service. Its rarity, coupled with a mint error, made it a treasure unlike any other in its series. Such high values aren't merely about scarcity, they reflect a deep appreciation for American history, artistry, and minting craftsmanship. Coins like the 1993 P nickel become more than money, they become historical artifacts preserved by passionate collectors who understand their legacy. While many may overlook the Jefferson nickel in daily transactions, the 1993 P variant proves that hidden wealth can lie in plain sight. It is a shining example of how small details, when recognized and preserved, can transform a simple 5-cent piece into a $1 million icon.